Hi guys, and welcome back to the Red Mist podcast. Now, I have to admit this is not an episode that I planned for. The next episode that I'd actually planned to put out was the Chelsea preview episode. So this one's just completely unplanned, but I had to put it out. You guys know I had to put this out there, man. Come on. Thiago Alcantara has been unveiled as a Liverpool player official signing, number 6. Put the pen to the dotted line. He's taken all the pictures. He's done the medicals. He is a Liverpool player right now as I speak. The announcement was made a little while ago in the afternoon. I was just so excited, man. Like I couldn't do any work, honestly. I just couldn't do any work. We've got a little magician. Coutinho was the last little magician that we had. We have a magician in midfield at this point. Like, honestly, this guy is just insane. And not only that, like, I could rave on and on about Thiago, but let's face it, this guy's a quality player. He's a winner. He just wins. He's won 8 straight Bundesliga titles with Bayern Munich. He's won the Champions League this year. He's won German Cups. Like, this guy just knows how to win, and he's joining a team that is a winning team. He's joining one of the 2 best teams in England, easily. In my opinion, it's the best team in England. And he's not only that. It's not like he's coming into a team and he has to fight for his place or something like no, this guy, he's going to walk straight into that team. Like, there's no... I'm sorry, Wijnaldum may have to sit out initially. Like, if we had to sort of pick an ideal 11, Wijnaldum may be the one sitting out of the usual sort of starting 11. But Fabinho, Henderson and Thiago, come on, man. Now, good luck to every team that tries to sit back and make sure Trent and Robbo have a very difficult time getting past their defense. Thiago is going to split it right down the middle like a pizza. Your defense is going to be chaos. Like, they're going to be in 6s and 7s. They have no idea what's coming. Salah, Mane, Firmino, they're going to run riot. This guy is going to be supplying balls like Domino's delivery, fam. Like, this guy is just going to be insane. So for me personally, it's amazing to see Thiago as a signing. I think he's the first real sort of world-class signing that we've had at Liverpool ever since I've watched it anyway. Like, I know you'll be like, oh, what about Torres? What about Suarez? Like, they became superstars. Like, Torres was the next hot thing, obviously, the next big thing in football when he signed for Liverpool, but he wasn't a superstar just yet. Same thing with Luis Suarez. Like, yeah, he'd done a few good things with Ajax and stuff, but he was not... He wasn't like the finished product. He wasn't the Suarez that Barcelona bought out of us. Like, this guy is just... He's insane. Like, this is the first time a guy has said, was a reputed world-class superstar, first time in a long time anyway, that a superstar has said, I want to play for Liverpool. I want to play in that red. I'll swap my Bayern Munich red out and play for that red in Merseyside. Like, it's been insane, man. It's honestly been the most amazing day. Like I said, my hands, legs, they're just not running. Like, I'm just full of excitement, but I just don't know what to do with all this adrenaline, honestly. But this is insane, man. Even I loved the music that Liverpool put onto his sort of unveiling video. It was amazing because it feels like one of those. The thing that it reminded me of was like one of those haunted movies, like horror movies, where there's a sort of subtle tone to the background, and then there's like the evil villain who's smiling. Like, even Thiago's smile, like when he smiled in the video, it was like a villain smiling. Like, he knew he was about to do some bad things to Man City and Man United and all the other 19 teams in the Premier League. And speaking of Man City, like, this genuinely makes us a proper title contender. Like, until now I was like, we are title contenders, but like, I don't know if you're favourites. But right now with Thiago, I'm sorry, we've definitely got to be one of the favourites, like right up there. Like, even City has to admit that we're probably slightly better than them. Maybe not in terms of squad depth, but I think for most of the season we're going to be better than them. And people be like, oh, how does this one player make such a difference? You just have to look at Virgil van Dijk. Like, one player makes a huge difference. So he made a huge difference to our defense. Buying Alisson made a huge difference to our goalkeeping. And buying Fabinho made a huge difference to our midfield, and Thiago is going to be no different. Like, this guy is just going to win, and he's going to help us win. He's going to win the Premier League title at some point. He's going to win the Champions League. If he'd gone to Man United, Chelsea or Man City, like, nah, that's not... he's not going to win any of those. He might win the Premier League or something, but he's definitely not going to win the Champions League. Like, no team is better than Liverpool in Europe, from England anyway. And, the other thing is he... and speaking of Man United, by the way, I know this is a little bit of a digression, but Speaking of Man United and Thiago, apparently they had everything set up for Thiago to come in after Sir Alex left the club back in 2013, but David Moyes just didn't want to sign him. Like, I mean, that just goes to show you the quality of David Moyes. I mean, honestly, West Ham's in like serious trouble if he's their manager. Like, I think I honestly would have my money on West Ham being the first club to sack their manager. And to be honest, I don't like anyone getting sacked because, you don't like anyone being removed out of their jobs. But if West Ham start the season badly, I feel like they'll be the ones who pull the trigger first. And I feel like, David Moyes will have it coming at that point. Man, and it wasn't even done for the day. The holy trinity of Liverpool journalists, Melissa Reddy, James Pearce and Paul Joyce, all of them eventually ended up tweeting that we're after Diogo Jota as well, and Kiana Hover might be going out to Wolves for 10 million. So Wolves and Liverpool trying to work out two separate deals. I mean, honestly, it's insane. Like, Diogo Jota has very, very similar numbers to Sadio Mane when he was at Southampton. So Diogo Jota is going to be like a proper backup to the front three. Like, honestly, our first three will be Bobby Firmino, Mo Salah, Sadio Mane. And for backup three, we're probably going to have Shaqiri, Minamino and Diogo Jota. Like, I will take that backup three any day. Like, give us the FA Cup, Carling Cup lineups, give them in there, and just like, I mean, the fee is apparently, the personal terms are agreed apparently till 2025 with Diogo Jota, so it's only a matter of time. And I think the clubs are also quite close to agreeing a fee, which is rumored to be around 35 million. I don't quite know how I feel about that. Because 35 for a backup, I mean, obviously in this day and age, you kind of need to spend to win in football and to have good quality squad depth. But honestly, I feel like Diogo Jota is a necessary signing. We've been crying out for a good backup to our front three, and Diogo Jota is going to help us that way. But I mean, it's insane. Just to think that we've signed Thiago and we're close to signing Diogo Jota. By all sort of the people that I've read and on Twitter and the people who are talking on Twitter and everything, they've said that Diogo Jota will be in for his medical hopefully within the weekend, and should be unveiled quite soon. I'm hoping he's unveiled before or just after the Chelsea game. I'm actually hoping he's unveiled either before, like tomorrow, or on Monday after the Chelsea game. So like on match day, I just want the attention to all be on the match because it is a big game for Chelsea and for us. But yeah, I mean, it's honestly, it is insane, isn't it? Like, just the amount of I mean, we've been criticizing sort of FSG for not spending, but honestly, just the amount of money they've spent. I don't know what Linda gave John Henry in his cake. I don't know what his cake was laced with. I don't know if it was hard drugs, MDMA, whatever it is, or just plain old marijuana. I have no idea. I'm not implying that it is, but you get what I'm trying to say. Like, it's just an exciting time, and I don't know what got into John Henry, but he's like, nah fam, today I'm just gonna spend cash. Like, throw money at everything. Like, throw money at Thiago, throw money at Diogo Jota. Like, just get whoever I want. It's like that Ariana Grande song, 7 Rings, fam. I want it, I got it. I want it, I got it. Okay, that's a bad impression of Ariana Grande, but I don't care. He's getting everything that he wants out of this team, out of this club, whatever. And I have no words. I mean, like I said, I'm not dealing with this whole thing in an orderly fashion at this point. Like, I feel like I should sort of get my life together, and I today has just not been together. Like, it's been insane. Like, but yeah, I mean, tomorrow I will have the Chelsea preview episode that I did with Jerry. Some of you may have seen it on Instagram, some of the trailer that I've put out. So tomorrow that'll be up as of the time of recording this. Although, to be fair, like, it's actually quite late, so I might end up. I don't know. I genuinely don't. Like I said, I can't think straight, so I don't know. I might end up uploading this tonight or tomorrow, but like, whatever it is what it is. But Thiago Friday is a thing. It's happened. Thiago Alcantara is a Liverpool player. I mean, if this window is already like a 10 out of 10 for me, if we get Diogo Jota and maybe a fourth centre back, I mean, honestly, this is a 100 out of 10 window if that's the case. Like, this window is already 10 out of 10 with Shimikas and Thiago, but I mean, I just feel like, this is the best team in England. Like, honestly, I don't see Man City beating us, honestly. Maybe at Etihad they might get a draw, but like, I genuinely just don't see them beating us at our best. But yeah, there you go. I mean, I'm just excited, man. I'm just honestly very, very excited. It's been a while since I've been this excited by a transfer, and I can't wait to see what Thiago brings to the field. There are rumours he might start against Chelsea because Liverpool did complete the paperwork before noon, which is when it should be completed for him to start the game on Sunday. So he might start on Sunday, but I honestly, personally, don't think he will, because it's too soon. He's obviously taken part in training this afternoon. He will be there in training tomorrow as well, I think. But it's still, I think, too soon. Maybe he might come on as a sub if he's registered. But I still feel like he won't start the game. But definitely next week, he's going to start the game. And there are rumors that Diogo Jota might be in line to start the EFL Cup game against Lincoln City. So you never know. I mean, over the weekend, we might see another signing, and I might have to put out another small podcast episode. But whatever it is, insane. Let's just go for it. Klopp said, attack the title. That's exactly what we're going to do. And Thiago Alcantara is going to help us get there along with the rest of the boys. But that's been my exciting, very unplanned, very unplanned episode of the Red Mist podcast. But tomorrow we'll be back with a preview for the Chelsea game with a Chelsea fan who's a friend of mine, Jerry George Montessori. And I mean, that is it. Like, I have nothing else to say. Hopefully we just get Diogo Jota as well.